Lights would have... Hi. Okay, I'm back again with my horrifically inconsistent uploads. Sorry, I was just eating biscuits. Need food. With an attempt at another royalty-free playlist. We'll see how that goes. So back with the... I'm going to adjust that a bit. Maybe down a bit. Yeah, that'll do for today. So we're back with this guy. The Chimera Gundam. So I finished building the main suit already. Because I wanted to. I have a couple of things that mildly annoy me about it. Like these leg plates down here keep coming off, like at the slightest touch. But other than that, you know, he's really cool. I like this guy. But he is not the main focus right now. The main focus right now is going to be building the rest of it. Or as much of it as possible, hopefully. We'll see. The guns as well. I have builded the 2 guns. So what we're moving on to in a moment will be the shields. But I also wanted to show you my new tool. I bought this on the internet. They're scribing tools to hopefully help with scribing, and it comes with a handle. I'm really not good at showing things off like that, so that's that. Once a kit arrives that I can scribe, I'm going to do some scribing. I can't get the lid on it. Why can't I get the lid on this box? There we go. So what we need to do is start building what are technically the shields, but they're part of the legs. Excuse me, light. Would you mind not flickering so? Rude. So I need the P1 and 2 and L1 and 2 sprues to start with. I could have prepared myself better, but I didn't. Are you P? Well, there's P1 and 2. So just bear with me a minute while I look at the back of my head while I get organised. Well, organised is a strong word. Right. Okay, we're off. I want this over here so I can see it. And this over here is better for what I am doing. There we go. Right. I was just gonna get on it, bruv. Blood. Friend. Oh, I'm already losing everything. So I want 7, 8, 24 and 31 from each of the P's. $24. Let's say this makes up what would be the shield. There isn't a 31. Oh wait, yes there is, it's gold. These would make up what is the shield if I was just using the Typhoeus boy. But because we are building the Chimera, they are going to become the Chimera's feet. Which is kind of cool. I'm now on my 4th or 5th attempt at finding a royalty-free playlist that's actually royalty-free. So we're going to see if this one works today. And if it does, woo. If it doesn't, not woo. Opposite of woo. Boo. Only downside with not having done much of this for a while is I think when it comes to erasing marks, it's getting a little tougher to do so the longer the stuff's on the plastic, and I feel like gold plastic is a bit harder to take care of anyway, in that sense. I could just use the eraser, the proper eraser, because the parts aren't being put together straight away. I'm tidying everything up, and it probably wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't hurt anything, but that's like, I don't know, a foot away. I'd have to stretch. I ain't doing that. So we're just gonna wing it, put it together, and hope it looks fine. Oh no, that looks terrible though. That really does. Eesh. I don't think my little... No, that isn't going to get in there either. I'd have a think about that. Some point in the not too distant future as well, I really need to take everything off of my desk and give it a good clean, because I think there's like bits of just plastic shavings and flashing and rubber filings, whatever you want to call them, underneath stuff. Yes, on my ever present hunt for royalty-free streaming music on Spiffoofi, I have searched for stream-friendly as opposed to royalty-free, and it said that this is like an epic stream-friendly fantasy playlist. I was like, that'll do. So we're going to see if it actually works. Okay, so apparently we take one of these, then we take the correct one of these, which is this one. And then we look at it and try and figure out where we insert things. I guess it's like that. My guess would be correct. That's this way round. Where? Ooh! Here. And then this one goes on. Making a thing! Behold this thing that has been made. And then we're doing it again. Excuse me. Disgusting, I know. It would help if I held the piece the correct... No, it was the right way up. No, it wasn't the right way up. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, I did have it the right way. Oh, I haven't put the other bit in anyway. Oh, this is a fantastic start. Lamp, please stop flickering. I don't appreciate it. There we go. Now we have the two things that I was talking about. We need L's 10 and 13. Boy's got some thick legs. It's got some heckin' stompers. don't know how much of the inside of these can be visible at any time, so I might have to do a little bit of messing around with the lining and stuff. I mean, I've got to anyway, because I can see some bits that I missed when I did the paw pens, which isn't a surprise. I'm pretty good at missing bits. But that's what coming back later on with the panel liners and stuff is for. I'm trying to think if I've got any interesting things to share. I mean, do I ever? Really? I just kind of waffle for 1.5 to 3 hours about random crap, then kind of leave and wonder why I bother. No, that's not the right way to put it. I know why I bother. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I reckon come the end of the year, my the year in review thing, or whatever they call it on here, for music's going to be so weird. Because I mean, I use my music subscription service a lot because I can't particularly afford to go out and buy all the albums that I want, or would like, should I say. So, and I listen to quite a bit of music. We're just going to give them all a rub down first. Then come back and tidy it up. I think I have a splinter or something in my finger, and I have no idea how I got it, considering I haven't been near anything that should be able to give me a splinter. But I have what looks to be a splinter. Are you a splinter? It is! How have I got a splinter? Well, you'll be getting removed. Get out of my fingy. Go on. Thank you. Bloody thing. I don't know where that came from. There's quite a few bits that I've sadly missed. In my ineptitude. I'm going to go on the assumption that not a tremendous amount of the inner gubbins is going to be seen, and not touch the inner gubbins, and just focus on the outer gubbins. Also need to remember that apparently one of my best tools I have for rubbing down and getting rid of paw pen marks is apparently a finger. I've been told today by a couple of people that I should follow the advice of my occupational therapist and have a like a rest day because of the joys of chronic illness. So what I've done is ignored that. I need a stiffer small brush, like a stiffer cleaning down brush. This one's good for loose stuff, but it can't get in the nooks and crannies. So I sometimes get like some leftover bits of rubber flecking, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so if we hold that like that, take one of these this way, it goes a clippy. I mean, it doesn't... I put it in the wrong way around. It goes a clippy. Thusly and for hither forsooth. And this goes on here, making a long thing. Lift that up. Slot that in. Put it down. And push it in. Now we have this that moves in various directions. Ooh, ah, exciting. And comes off really easily. Cool, I like that. I think there's a bit that might possibly help it sit in better. We'll see. I need PU1 and 2 again. For I need this piece. Me. Mimo. Hello, people watching. If you've just joined in, I haven't looked for a minute. I've been just word vomiting. F3. Okay. Where is it there? Yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna bend these bits here, but they don't clip in all that well by the feel of things. So that might be something I have to bear in mind when I'm posing the Chimera. What I also have to bear in mind when I'm posing the Chimera is where I'm going to put it, because it's huge and I'm running out of room. I couldn't get my last master grade kit in my Gundam cabinet, whatever you want to call it, because it's too big. So it's now sitting next to some Warhammer that I couldn't get in my Warhammer cabinet because it's too big. Yeah, like I'm now looking across my desk at the where I was planning on putting the Chimera, and the stand that it comes with, it's not going to fit. So I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with that yet, but that's for future me to worry about. How does this go on? We have a couple little holes we can line up. Yep. Probably should have put Oh no, no, it actually says to put this in afterwards. So I need to face it with the Dubara like that. And kind of jam it up in this business. Like that. I mean, I'm assuming I can tilt this out a little bit to make putting that in fractionally easier. Again, I'm really not sure how much of this is going to see the light of day, so I don't know what I should or shouldn't have lined, because I feel like this is going to click into the legs, so it's not really going to get seen much. I think I might leave it. I don't know. Right, now I need P9 and 10. Oh, there's loose bits in my thing as well. Nine. 999. Wait, 9 or 6? No, it's definitely 9. Nine and 10. Make sure I've got a good grip on these. I feel like, oh, that's just going to pull out apparently. I feel like those are ones that can ping off. Like the lost polycap of the summer, which I found recently. That's not a knife, that is a pen. I cannot trim with a pen. I've also already forgotten which one is 9 and which one is 10 on each of these, so I'm going to have to eye those up in comparison to the pictures to make sure I put them on correctly. I went to the hospital on Wednesday for a routine checkup for my considerably inefficient heart, and I'm fairly sure I shaved like 6 months to a year off of my own life expectancy in just unquenchable rage. And for what I think was a very good reason. You see, I had an appointment at I believe it was 3:15. The hospital is about a 15 to 20-minute drive away. So I left. Actually left at oh, they're the wrong way round. Aren't they? Yeah. That one's on wrong. Sugar. So yeah, I left at like 3 or 2:45. I thought I'd give myself half an hour to get there. I do the sensible thing. Got there with more than 10 minutes to spare before my appointment. Was like, sweet, park up, in we go, job done. No, that was not how it went. The car park in my local hospital is famously crap. I need 11 and 12 for parking. There's just not enough for the amount of people that are going in and out, to the point where they've built like they've extended car parks, built another multi-story car park that they charge extortionate amounts for, considering, you know, these people are going in there for things that potentially, not, well, sometimes they are life-saving, I suppose. But yeah, so I looked at the car park and I was like, ah, oh, damn, maybe I looked at the standard car park and thought, oof, maybe I should have given myself an extra 5 minutes, you know. I don't like the idea of having, you know, to leave an extra 30 minutes early for a 15-minute drive because there's nowhere to park, but whatever. I got into the car park and people were driving like troglodytes. It's a one-way system and they were going the wrong way. There were people that were just sitting in cars and not moving. I'm like, well, are you staying? Are you going? What are you doing? You know, things like that. I thought, okay, this isn't going to work. I need to grin and bear it, go to the multi-story extended car park and just hobble in. I went to leave the car park and there was a learner driver trying to park, and it wasn't a difficult parking job to do, really, and it shouldn't really have taken that long, learner or not. 15 minutes nearly. I was stuck waiting for this. How can I put this nicely? Idiot to park a car. And they were in with another person who was clearly teaching them badly what to do. And there was cars behind me. I couldn't get out one way. I couldn't get out the other way. There were horns honking, people not moving. You know, clearly tempers starting to flare. I'm sitting in my car slowly wondering if there were any international waters nearby so I could commit crime. For the record, that was a joke. All the while, this fool is continuing to fail at parking. What annoyed me more was, like, they were a learner driver and they were using one of those things that you put on the steering wheel to, like, turn it, like a ball thing that spins with it. And I'm like, I'm fairly sure you're not allowed to use those, like, when you're learning to drive. So, not only are you wasting a large number of people's time, but you're wasting a large number of people's time doing it wrong. And, oh, it just put me in the foulest mood. Because I then had to, like, when I finally managed to get out, I had to book it round the corner to this other car park that cost me, like, £4 to park in for 40 minutes, which is bad enough. And it was just a very sour experience, just trying to go for a routine, like, health appointment. And I'm like, it shouldn't. How has things got that bad? Just in general. It's awful. Really awful. But I got in. I arrived to my appointment in the end 1 minute late, which I was quite impressed with. Guess we've got to turn these over. Both D20 and D21 come with 2 extra parts. That's for when idiots like me get something wrong and break it. Excellent. So I need the D frame. That's F. I think that's A. That's B. Are you D? No. Ah, it's this one. I'm almost positive it's this one. Yeah, got it. Yeah, so that happened. But I sat there like, why are you doing your, like, practice driving in a hospital car park? You know, a place that's fairly busy. Awkward to get in and out of. And so on. Like, it seemed tremendously irresponsible on behalf of the person who was, like, the tutor in this like instance. Like, common sense would have been like, yeah, practicing driving is good, you need to when you're a learner, but maybe don't practice it in a hospital car park. 20 and 21. Oh, I see. These are horrible to clip off. Alright, we're going to be quiet for a moment while I do this. So I want to make sure I don't clip off the little nubs that they clearly need to, like, slot in with. So this might be a fiddly looking, poorly translated part of the build for a minute or two. Just want to make sure I don't cut the wrong parts off. But it did come with 2 spares, so at least if I do get it wrong, I can get it wrong once. It will come with a pair, like 1 set in spare. Whew, there we go. Right, now let's not cut the nubs off while we tidy everything up. So yeah, that was my trip to my local hospital this week. The appointment was there's something in my mouth. The appointment itself was absolutely fine. Like, I arrived like a minute late, which I don't like doing. I don't like arriving late to things, but I did, whatever. Apologised to the lady on the desk that I was late, that I was not, that you know, I was kind of flustered and whatnot. And she was like, "Ah, don't worry about it, blah blah blah." Signed me in, I sat down. I think I was sat down for about less than a minute, and they called me through, and I was like, oh, this is glorious. Went and had my scan. I have to have it every year to 2 years, depending on what the results of the previous year are. And like this. Just how do I? Yeah, but are they supposed to point in a specific direction? Or can I just jam it in? I believe it's meant to be like that. Yeah, so I had my scan done as per normal. The only mildly concerning thing was, like, the guy was like, "Oh, I need to go and study these for a minute," and I'm like, why? What is wrong with my aortic pump? Other than what I already know is wrong with it. Wait, that's only 4. I need to do 4 more. Whoops. These may end up getting glued in, depending on how well they actually sit in place anyway. Yeah, the guy was like, "I just need to go and check the scans," which instantly puts me in panic mode, because that's what I do. I'm very good at it. Is there another D frame? There is. And then he came back and he was like, oh, the cardiologist will be in contact if he needs to. Then that was it. So I went on my merry way. The fact it cost me like £4 to park for less than an hour was... I don't know how it works in the healthcare system with that kind of thing. When it comes to vehicles and parking, like whether the car parks are like an integral part of funding it or whatever, I don't know. But it was just like, well, it took me ages to get over here and in and whatever, and then I have to pay for it to park. But then again, I suppose it could be, you know, at least they're not. At least the healthcare itself is free when you can get seen, which is never. But again, that's a whole different kettle of fish. One of my friends is playing a video game. Very good. They seem to be circular like pegs, but it almost feels as though they only go on one way round, which is weird considering if they're circles, they surely should. They're not like semicircular, and they should only be one size. But it's probably just me overthinking the step. Okay, this one just doesn't want to go in at all. They're hexagonal. There we go. There's a pig. So these may get removed and glued in, depending on how well they sit and like how much contact is made with them once they're like on the legs, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that is the two shields, which, as I say, in the case of this build, because we're going purely with the Chimera, leg guard things done. So I'm going to get my usual picture that I'll forget to upload onto Instagram. And carry on to like page whatever it was that told me how to turn it into other leg thing. None of this makes any sense. Yep. I've got to jab a thing up its bum. Yep. Let's see. So I need Q. Before anything else, I need the Q sprue. And then I'll need the P sprues as well. I've seen the Q sprue. Here is the Q sprue. The Q sprue is big. Right, I'm going to move the leg chunks somewhere for now while I get this bit going. So we need 3, 4, and 5. This is a backpack section that we're working on first. Where is this? Oh, that's this thing. Okay, no, this is the thing that is going up the butt. Prepare thine anus, Chimera. We are about to invade. Oh dear. No idea what I ramble on about sometimes. Is that going on to this one? Yeah. This is the butt piece that goes in the butt. Gun fell out of his hand. Not that that matters, because the gun will be staying out of his hand. So let's now get it all up in his business. So he now has this sticking out of his rear. Cool. Then we need to put the backpack itself together, which is Qs 1 and 2. And P 1 and 2, 11. Get off. I think it's this round thing. Yep. See, I'm assuming like what we're doing here is the prep work that allows us to mount the Chimera, the Typhoeus into the Chimera part, or however it goes. I'm not like clued up on this one as in terms of any sort of lore or anything. I know nothing about it other than I saw the kit on the internet and was like, damn, I want one of those one day. Whoops, I shaved off way too much there. Like, I haven't got a clue how much of this is going to see, like, the light of day. Then these go on there, ray round of the blur, do the blur, da, do da, dee, that. Are you sure about that, Brian? You sure they don't go around like that? Yeah. Like, because I did very lightly have a once over on some of the parts of this that I thought might see some action, but didn't go too ham on it. Uh-huh. Oh. Yes, I think it's on. I think it's on. Whether it's on fully, I don't really know, and it's hard to get a grip on to poke. But, like, the thing is fully up the butt. I feel like that's correct. But that looks like it should slot down a bit more. So maybe it isn't quite on properly. Now that don't push down anymore. Can I just maneuver one of your arms out, but just a little bit, sir? So I can get a pokey in here. Do I have a flat pokey? Do I have a hard flat pokey? I do. I know it's a file, but it'll... There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's now definitely on correct. There. Oh, get it out. Re-straighten all these. Nice. So as I say, this is, I'm guessing, like the mounting frame. Not that he'll stand up very well now. I just kind of wanted to try and get him a little more erect, so I could get like a back view picture. Okay, once again, be setting you over there while we get ready to do the leg business. So we're going to need the legs again in the not too distant future. Well, actually, there's quite a bit to do before I'm at that point, but I'm nothing if not prepared. I need lots of pieces, to be honest. Like, lots of pieces. Okay, so we need the F sprue. F for sprue. That's L. That's A. That's not F. I think this is F. Yeah. So we need to do 2 of these. We need both sets of 1 and 2. I think this is another bit where I actually went a bit more ham on the paw pens, and I'm actually not going to see a lot of it, but that's fine. We don't worry about these things. I'd rather do it and not need it than need it and not do it. If that makes sense. F6 twice. That's this one. I11 twice and M2 twice. I have no idea which sprue is I or M. I don't think I've taken anything off of those yet. That's D. This is B. That's D. This is M. Alright, which M did I need? 2. I need M2 twice. So M2 kind of looks like a polycap, but it's hard. Let's put them carefully down, because if I lose them, there is going to be some serious issues. And I11. You I. No. Yes. I11 twice. These looks. This looks to be relatively complicated, but we'll see how it goes. There's some bits I definitely want to put some more lining on, just in case. Like they look as though they're bits like with a bit more texture to them, so they're probably gonna get, or they have more chance of being seen. That's one thing another thing I'll give them credit for when it comes to designing these kits is knowing when to put what where. If that makes sense. It's just playing the same song over and over again now. No, they're just made by similar people, I think. Oh, whatever, it's sound. Just imagine this was like a montage. The building of this is like a montage in like a Michael Bay Transformers movie. The music would fit in. I used to love those films, like the first few. Not so much anymore. Right, so the bit with texture is that side. So if I am to take one of these, wants me to stick one of those on one of those, or each of those, should I say. We then need to take one of these this way round. It slots into a slot where there is a slotting point. This way up. It's not a slot, it's a hole. There. Then the not polycap pops into here. Then the other side goes on. Oh, that was a nice satisfying slot. Again, that on there. This thing, this way up. I don't know why I said that twice. And then line it all up, push it together. Nice. Right, give it a clean down where I can see some marks. And I think we are going to add some more in on this one. This step, should I say. I swear this build's going to end up being longer than my master grade, or at least one of my, or a couple of my master grade builds. This is a pretty extensive kit. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add another line in just all of these. Like here. And this side we're going to do the same. Whoops. Stupid unsteady digits. Just cooperate with me for like 2 minutes. Confounded hands. Hope you can actually, yeah, you can see that. That does kind of translate all right. So I have to wonder whether I should like wear nitrile gloves or something when I'm, whoops, putting these together, because my god, am I smearing this in fingerprints. There's actually one more there as well, I think I feel like I want to get, so let's make sure we do that on this side as well. Okay, again, might not really see any light of day, but I'd rather do it than not. Next, we need P1 and 212 and 2 I1s. This is I again, isn't it? Yeah. 14, 13, 12, 1, 6, 3, 7, 6, 4, 1. Ah, right, they're one on either side. Excellent. We're still nearly an hour in and I haven't even... just feels like I'm not getting anywhere fast. 12. There's 12. It's just the kit that keeps on giving. Knife. Should probably change the blade for it at some point soon. It's been a while since I last done it. Okay, so first of all it wants us to click these in with the doodads pointing down. And it says we should hear a click. There was most definitely a click there. Then we put these on, they go that way up. There's some owls for them to line up with. And then we have to line those up over the top of it. Same again, this side, line the thing up, push the thing up. Then I need... Oh, it's the gun, I wonder what that was. My clippers. I need I2 twice. And P1 and 2, 6. Yep. 6. There is 6. That was the light I knocked. Well, not the camera then, that would have been slightly annoying. That's not the sprue that I want. This is the sprue that I want. I think I might be adding some more lines possibly in a minute. Again, looking at it. Okay, so we take one of these, we put that over there. Then we put this in here. And same again for this side, one over there, and that in there. Yeah, I think I will add some more lines in here on these. There'll be some thick ones, but super thick lines, but whatever. Depth, detail, I don't know. Do have a 7mm liner instead of the 3, or 5. A 5 instead of the 3, which I should be using really, but I think the nib on this one's starting to go anyway. Pretty heavy-handed. Okay, so I need 8 M3s. That's a lot of M3s. And they're all going to need a little bit of a rub down. That's only... Uh-oh. I reckon I only see 7. Because I didn't remove the 8th one. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one isn't. Trimmy trim. Oh, I've missed a bit on there as well. And I'm not in camera again. Sweet. A day will come. I mean, it probably won't, but a day may come when I get like a better angle lens or whatever camera type thing, and I'm able to capture a lot of this in a higher quality. And if that day comes, then sweet. If it doesn't, well, what are you gonna do? If I can ever afford it, I'll get a better camera. Alright, so how do these go on? They'll just poke onto there with the clippy things pointing at a slight angle down and up depending on where it is. That looks roughly right. I'm assuming there's something else that's about to clip into them, so if it'll all get lined up better when they're on, I'm assuming. Though it is about to mount onto the shield leg itself. So I take shield leg and I insert it in here to make a much longer leg. There we go, like that. Oh, this thing is gonna be huge. Where am I gonna put it? I have no idea where I'm gonna put this. Right, I need P125, P225. Actually really don't know where this thing's gonna go. Who made you so big? Well, I mean, the people that designed you made you so big, but... I'm guessing that's where the feet of the Typhoeus drop into the Chimera. Cool. Right, so now we've just got one more sub-assembly section to do. And I think the legs might actually be finished. Yes, we are near the end of the legs. I need sprue H. And I need sprue M one more time. Are you H? No, you are F. I have no organization for this. Are you H? No, you are K. Are you H? No, you are E. Are you H? No, you are also F. F for fucking hell, where is H? Q. L. What are you? C. What are you? D. What are you? What are you? B. Where is H? What is this? A. What is this? J. What? Hang on a minute. I need H. That's D again. Ah, could this be H? Yes, I have H. Right, so I need 8 H4s. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I also need 8 M1s. I'm gonna empty a sprue today! Oh god, my voice then. I've emptied a sprue! Triumphant sprue throw. Gonna use my super high quality tool. I moved the camera. No, I'm just... What the hell was that? What the... Wait, what the hell was that? Okay, I just heard like a weird pinging noise. A Warhammer model just fell on the floor from nowhere. A visitation from beyond. Beyond the bonds of space and time. Came the Dark Ones. I finished a good book today. That's it for that little statement. No, I will elaborate a fraction further. I finished a good book today, and then picked another one to read. There we go. I will say the next book on my to read pile that I picked out is... So I've been reading copious, I think is probably the best word, amount of Stephen King for like the last year. I've just been like ravenously consuming his content, books-wise. I think he is a very talented man when it comes to the writing of the books. Weirdly, like, I find he's best at either like novellas and shorts or massively long stories. Like, average length book to me doesn't is like the middle ground in a way for him as an author. That, I mean, that's just my opinion, obviously. I'm gonna make 8 of these now. Then the 8 of those click on to those bits we put on a minute ago, those round sections a few minutes ago. Then they curve in, but I probably will have to curve them back out again to mount the suit onto the legs. So I'm just going to click them all in, kind of like that, basically, for now, and leave them as that, because I'm fairly sure in like a minute or two's time they're going to be adjusted to fit on around to like wrap around the Gundam in place. And then I'm going to find somewhere to lay the whole behemoth while I start on the piece after it. There we go. Look at them legs. I want to get another one of my real top quality pictures. Right, so we have to take the Gundam and point its feet down. Like, all the way down? I'm assuming all the way down. No, not quite all the way down. Almost all the way down. What is that? What is that piece? What is that piece? Oh, that's that. Okay. Did the arms go in there? Why would the hands go in there? That's just silly. Okay, sorry, this is like a really naff angle, but this is super finicky to try and do anyway. So I'm just trying to get this like section out of the way and done. Huh. It's legs. It's huge! Look at it! It's so big! So is there something else that I need to put on the backs of those to hold them in place, or not? Don't think there is. No, can in fact confirm that there is not. Wow. I will never transform this thing into its, like, transformed mode. I'm gonna say now. That's never gonna happen. I'm on page 14 now, and for the build, and it's still not actually finished till, like, 23, 24, depending on how I, like, want to display it, I suppose. Are there bits that those are supposed to, like, tag onto or not? Because they seem weird just sticking out there. I can't really see any good. No, they just sit there. Okay. Right. So I'm going to have to move this behemoth out of the way so I can start on the next bit. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to finish it. The articulation on the actual Typhoeus is fine. I'm not so sure about the Chimera yet, like once it's in it. I'm hoping it's going to be a bit, once it's all together, it's going to be a bit firmer. Because as it stands at the minute, this left leg is floppy. But it's going to be on, like, a stand anyway. Not that I know which bit the stand jams up. Oh, it goes up there, okay. Like, this leg is very floppy compared to the right one, and they are pushed in the same. It sits really well, like, on the stilettos, kind of, where they slot in, that sits really well, and these fit together nicely, and there's plenty of articulation and movement on, like, the, I suppose you're going to call them the dragon mouths on the feet. Like, there's plenty to it, I just don't know how well it's going to hold up, like, in the long run. So I'm just going to, like, crack on with the arms and see how they fit onto it. Assuming arms is what it wants me to build next. Yes, it is. Right, where are we? It's by far the most complicated one. It's cool. It is really cool. As it stood on its own, it's got a really it gives me like a kind of what would be the right word, like a Chinese fantasy kind of vibe. In its look, it kind of makes me think of like Dynasty Warriors or something. Where's my clippers? Right, I need Q. No, get untangled, damn it. There we go. Q8. And D 12, 13, and 5. Here. 5 is here. Yeah, it's definitely the most complicated. Like, first party one I've built. I've had a couple of, well, one super faffy third party kit. But this is by far, like, even compared... maybe not quite the most complicated, actually. But it's up there. That goes in. No, it doesn't. No, it would if I had it the right way round. Oh, no, that hasn't lined up right at all. There we go. It's a movie bit. C. Which frame is C? Are you C? No. So I'm now going to spend the next 5 minutes trying to find this blasted thing that I want. Because I have no memory retention when it comes to which sprues are what. C? No. C? Yes. Ha! Got it. I want C 24. 13 and 14. That's 13. We'll put 14 to the other side so I know that they're different. That's 14. And then I want L1, 3 and 6. L's red. I can remember that much. Is it this one? Yep. Right, so 13 goes into this one. Need to put a little sticker on there in a moment. And this one goes in here. Now let's get the broken tweezers out. I'm going to forever be mad about that. Assuming it's the same sticker, yeah. Honestly, I could just paint that black. But the stickers are supplied, so I'm going to use them. Or I'm going to get angry with it. Right, that's in. Haha! Nearly. Which slot though? Because there's two holes. That goes in the bottom one, that goes in the top one. Okay, it's far more complicated than I was expecting. I thought it was just going to have the next part clip onto it and be done. C 722 and 16. Where did I just put the C? This one. Nope. This one. Seven. Here. $22 and 16. Well, there's 16. 20, 21, 22. Use my patented finger of cleaning. That sounds wrong. Okay, so we did that, and this way around I'm assuming, because it fits, yes. Then that way up. Guessing I'm supposed to pull it across, or am I? Wait, so once we're here, I need to rotate. Wait. Hang on a second. Something's not quite right there. That doesn't make any sense. Ah! It does make sense, I'm dumb. C14 and 26. Never find my knife when I put it down. Like, I can put it literally 3 inches from my face, and I become knife blind. Which is probably dangerous. Right. So we take the assembled this, we look at this, and it slides? How? Oh, I see. Okay, it actually does, yeah. It slides. God, I need more parts still. C17. Right, so let's do this in order after we've got D6. That's J. J and D are not the same letter. But they do spell out a beverage that makes a tasty barbecue sauce. Right, so we take this and we poke it into here. We take this way up. And we do what with it? In there? No. Tightly fit the parts as far as they'll go. I can't fit that in at all. Oh no, it does go there. There we go. Like that. Then we take this one. Guessing that's there then. No. Yes. It is. It's just not quite going home there. Yeah. It's in. And this should all just line up and just fit together beautifully. No troubles. Oh, it actually did. Wow. Okay. Giant arm shoulder. Giant arm shoulder. It's a big arm shoulder right there. This makes me very warm. D 10, 11, and 4. There's 4. There's 10 and 11. Big one out, that slots into there, that goes either way round, so we don't have to worry about that. And that goes on there. 14 and 15. I know at some point it's going to get to a bit where some parts that fell off of the sprue are. I think I knocked the camera fraction then. So they're at the minute sitting loose in the bottom of the box, so just have to bear in mind if I can't find a part, it might be there. Bye, both of you. I'm going to put this one in first. No, I want to trim them up first. Ah, I can only go one way round. Handy. Very nice. doesn't look right. Oh. No, that doesn't look right. That looks wrong. Why does that look wrong? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong step. That's why it looks wrong. No, it is wrong. No, it can't be wrong. It's an elbow. It's right. I think it's right. Like, it can only go on one way round. So it has to be right. I'm going to have to take this off the check because I feel like I've done something wrong here. Well, that's not happening. Can't get the damn thing apart. If I was holding it that way round... like that. The little one would be on this side. Which I'm assuming it is. I hope I haven't done that wrong. Because I don't know if I can get it apart. Oh, hang on. No, maybe I can. Right. So... no, I did do it right. Okay, I'd rather take it off and know I've got it right than just kind of wing it, get it wrong, and then be pissed that I've screwed it up. D. Nine times 2. It's getting some pipes. Some thick pipe. It's laying pipe. Wait, is that a sex thing? Can you remember whether laying pipe is rude in that sense, or like laying pipe is taking a shit? It's a cool looking arm so far. There will be a gap. L1 and 2. The hell was that? It just came out of my throat. I'm falling apart. Let's see. $23. Ooh, that pinged off. C23, 9 and 11. June. Don't drop it. Oh, that's the gap it's talking about. Cool, that's fine. That slots into there. then slots into there. Bit weird. What am I putting together here? What even is this? There we go. It's something. That goes into that. Oh, it's okay. More D 16, 17, 19. And C5. That slots into there. That goes on there. That plugs into there. Take this way round, that with the elbow joint out that way. Clips into there. Then one L1, 4 and 5. How is there so much plastic left? It's unfathomable. Just the sheer amount of parts there are to this kit is ridiculous. I genuinely sat there thinking, you know, oh, 2 hours. It's only like a frame to go around the main kit. Two and a bit hours like I normally do for when I am able and fit to make these doodads. I'm like, that'll be more than enough time. I don't think it will. I just don't think it will. Well, I know it won't now. Arm. C3 and 6. And and C1. These definitely don't. The gold plastic definitely doesn't clean up as well with the rubber. It has like almost like a. It feels almost like ever so slightly porous in comparison. Like it cleans up, it just doesn't clean up as quickly or as well, I don't think. How many parts are the fingers? Wow. This thing is ridiculous. Look at the size of that arm. Big arm. E. I need E. E. Are you E? No, you're J. That one definitely isn't E. I know that one isn't E. This one's E. I know this one's E because I can see the fingies. You can see me, the fingies. Right, what do I need? E14. Then need E13. I'm going to put the thumb on first. And E17. Might add a little bit more detail to the internal parts of the thumbs further down the line, but I want to see. Let me get it all put together first. Thumb. So I need 4 2s. Four ones. And 4 6s. Saw that one rolling off, but it didn't fall, so I'm going to put them all together, I think. Then trim them down. I actually think it's going to be easier. At least I feel like it's going to be easier. Careful. To the last finger. Fingers the wrong way round. God, that's not the inside of the palm, that's the outside. So they go that way round. Oh, thumb came out. Stay where you are. Right. C19 and D18. One fully articulated hand constructed. Look at how articulated these fingies are. All the better to fire finger lasers at you with. I think that's what this thing does. It fires finger lasers. Wait, can I? Can I make it flip the bird? Gotta mature. I can make it flip the bird. Confirmed. Oh my, that was one arm. That was one arm. That was only one of its arms. There's still a whole second arm. And back bits. There's so much. Like, there's still so much. I know a lot of it's like customizing for posing, but there's a big old backpack still to do. There's mounts for the weapons. There's another arm. There's the jet duberas on the back. I haven't got time to finish it. I just don't have time to finish it. I'm gonna have to leave it with one arm done. And come back maybe Sunday if I've got time and the wherewithal to come back and do a third and final part to finish this off. Because, as I say, I just don't have the time now. See, despite having one slightly floppy leg, yeah, like, this guy is coming along nicely. As I say, I'm going to have to leave it there. I'm kind of out of time. My other bits and pieces I need to do today, and my voice is starting to go because I can only ever talk for like 2 hours, and then my voice gives up. But, like, I'm not even in camera anymore. Hi. He's meant to go in this cabinet somewhere, but, like, I don't know where it's going to go yet. There? Like, he's meant to go in this cabinet, but no idea where. I have my forehead. Greetings. So, yeah. That's as far as we've got with the Chimera today. It is cool. It's so cool. It's just incredibly complicated. I'm looking at what I have left in the box still, and there's an insane amount of sprues still left. So I'm going to try and get back, finish this on Sunday, fingers crossed. And then when it's all done, and I've found somewhere I can put this behemoth, I'll get some nice pictures of it and get it online. Then hopefully I'll have a cheaper kit to do at some point that I can test my scribing tools out with. But for now, that is all I've got time for. Thanks for joining, thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Take care and bye. I'm so bad looking at camera. Bye.